Hello guys, welcome back here at Tuning Dutchy. Now finally one of the parts have been arrived. This one was actually very quickly over here, so the cylinder head has been arrived. So that's what we are going into very soon, because this is going to be a little reveal, but before I'm going to reveal anything, I have to wow, okay, nice. I have to unpack stuff, of course, so that's the first thing where I'm starting with. So, right over here, we have this package. Comes also in the box. And for a cylinder head, well, I think this one is cast iron. So it's pretty heavily. So yeah, I'm gonna take the tape off and let's take a good look. That's what we are gonna do. Because of course I want to know if the quality is good or bad. Now, just before I'm getting started, this is not a new one, so now, oh man, again this kind of tight tape. Well, luckily we got some scissors. Come on. There we go. All right. Now, the tape is off, so that's good. It comes already a very good package. I'm very happy to see this. So, I don't know if they pack it like this. Yeah, I think so. Now, very nicely done. I don't know how they did that, but that's good. I love it. That's what I actually call some quality packaging. Okay, so, well, where should I start? That's a good thing. Now, how did they do this? There we go. Now I'm very careful, of course, because if this one is gonna be broken, it's gonna be a pain in my ass. Okay, it's gonna be more and more visual. I think we need to turn it another time around. Now it's gonna be a little bit heavier. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This is really quality packaged. I mean, for real. Oh. Okay. I think I'm just gonna cut this section open to make it myself easier. Just have to be careful. The rest I probably could, yeah, exactly, leave it like that. Alright, lovely. Also they left the spark plugs on there. Wow, I never expected that. Alright guys, there it is, this cylinder head. I'm gonna give you guys a proper look, and as I already told you guys, we are gonna inspect this thing, how and what. Now, I mean, let's do this, right? So as you guys can see, this is a cylinder head from a Daewoo Matisse with the engine code F8C. So this is not a F8CV, but F8C, which is of course not a big deal. I just don't know why this one cannot move. That's a good thing. Oh, they have been loosened up. Okay, now that's gonna be a nice thing though. Anyway, so what I don't like is that I can turn these. So that's a little bit shit, because that means I have to remeasure it again. But overall, the screws looks very good. And I think personally that they have loosened this up a bit not to gain access to the screw, which goes in the cylinder, in the engine block itself, but I think personally to replace the broken valves. I think this one was broke before. Now, oh, I can turn this by hand as well. Nice. Okay. So the screw over here is still a little bit tight, but that's not a big deal though, because I can still unscrew this a bit, because I mean, hey, you know, it needs a little bit of play. Now, of course, we have the spark plugs, which are still in here, so I don't know why they did that, but hey, okay, 3 spark plugs. But I mean, they will go out anyway, so that does not matter. So yeah, I mean, this is also the way it goes in my car. So, and we have cylinder number 1, cylinder number 2, and cylinder number 3. And the valves on this one and this one, of course, so the first one and the third one are broken in my case. So that I don't like that. But that's not a big deal though, because I mean, number 3 already working, so I like that. Well, number 2 is also working, and number 3, well, I mean, I still have to let it work. So that's actually that, guys. I mean, okay, of course the top nuts should be still tightened up, but that's not a big deal though, because I have a repair manual found for this block. And yeah, I mean, I should say, let's get a look to the camshaft, which is a little bit hidden, but anyways, guys, the camshaft is right in there. So, I mean, I don't think I can turn this around by hand. Oh, I can. Okay. Now, as you guys can see there, you guys see a little bit of gray and all of that, you see? So if I'm going with my finger over this, you can see it's vanishing. This means if you look right over there, you can see another part of the camshaft. This camshaft, as far as I can see at this moment, is in a very healthy condition. I mean, I don't see even scratches or wearing, so that's very good. So I think definitely that this one is in a good position. Overall, it looks actually very clean, and I don't think that this particular cylinder head had lots of mileage on it. I don't think so, because also the exhaust port, I mean, it's fine, you know, I mean, not a big deal. So to my eye, it looks very good. So, I mean, I don't have anything to say to this. Looks very good, looks very promising, okay. I mean, it looks oily, but hey, come on. I mean, that's a cylinder head. What did you expect? So, this is also intake valve number 1. And as you guys can hear and see, there's space. Number 2, obviously, and number 3. Well, that's over, that's clear. So, we are gonna turn this a little bit around and take a look at the intake side. So I'm gonna turn this around and let's see. There we go. So there we go. So this is the intake side. Now, some people say that right over here, this port, which you guys can see, is a part of the intake port, but some people also actually make this cut away. Now, and some people say that can be problems caused with this particular opening in here from the intake itself. Now, I mean, also if I look in the intake now, it's okay-ish. I mean, it's not clean, but hey, I mean, that's not what I expect, right? But for an intake, looks still a bit messy. But overall, no problem. I mean, I don't see weird spots, wearing spots or whatever. I mean, the gaskets, I mean, that's no problem. We still have to get that one. So that's not a deal. Now, this is of course the rocker arm of cylinder number 3, which is a little bit loose, I see. Now I'm gonna check shortly why this is. Oh yeah, I see. That's because of this little boy, because if I'm gonna retract this, you see, then it's gonna line up. So if I will turn it over here, that will be fine. Okay, yeah, I get it. Alright, so that's not a big deal. Anyways, so that's that. Cylinder number 3, because we have the intake side, which is in the back of the engine. Number 1, 2, 3. And the firing order of this engine is 1, 3, 2. So, but number 3, good. Number 2, also perfect. And number 1, looks good to me. Now, let's see if I can press the spring. I can't. Well, we have to take a look on the valves as well, because that's where one of my biggest problems are on my car currently. So, but also, I mean, I can see a little bit of wear on the top side here, but I don't really expect lots of issues with this. I mean, I don't like to see this, so I hope there's nothing nothing in here actually with metal shaping or whatever, but for the rest, I mean, looks good. Now, let's turn the cylinder head a little bit down, and yeah, I mean, let's take a look at the valves, how they look like. So, let's see. Okay. Now, guys, the valves. Sorry that you guys cannot see me. I'm gonna explain you guys this. Now, as I already said, the valves are the most important thing. Now, these are valves on a cylinder head. Now, probably you guys can already see which one are the exhaust and which one is the intake. Now, as I already said, we have the spark plugs over here already, so this means in front of me, well, however, upside down. So that means these ones are the exhaust valves. Now, the exhaust valves, well, they have, of course, carbon buildup. So I will try, if I can find a way, to clean them a little bit. Now, we have the intake side, and I think personally this is a little bit messy. Now, I'm thinking to clean this up as well, because I don't see too much issues with that. And of course we have all holes here that has to do with oil and cooling. Now, I believe that the split holes over here, like this and this, right over here, all around this particular area, especially over here, this is for the oil to get through. And I believe that this one is for the inclusive, well, not these holes, but these bigger parts. I think that's for the cooling, I think personally. Now, I don't know why this is in here. Well, that's messy. Maybe I should get that out very soon as well. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, at the side it looks very good. So yeah, and this right here, guys, this is the side of the camshaft pulley. So, and I see there's a passage there as well. Of course, not a big deal, as you guys know. But yeah, I mean, this is the cylinder head. So we have two packages that still have to arrive. Guys, before we really can get started, because I have to get the two packages in order to start working on the car, because, okay, I have a cylinder head, but what about the parts, what about the materials that I need to install and deinstall these? I think that they also made a big thing. Now, the worst part in this case actually is that I have to adjust these valves. I mean, as you guys already saw, I mean, I can tight these screws and loosen them up, and yeah, I mean, that's not good. Okay, so Now, this one is too tight, so I have to do something about it. And it has to be thousands of millimeters, so... I know the distance already, but you know what, I mean, I can try with this very soon in my own time. But the parts for valve adjustment, I still have to look up for that, because that's something I do not have. However, my dad has it. Let's see, a cylinder head from Matisse, of course, from '98. Is from year 1999, so 1999. It came in by the people at 22 November 2009. Less likely, they did not tell me how much miles or kilometers actually they took it off. So yeah. Now the other thing actually is, and that's what I'm seeing, is this over here. Now it feels very, very flat, so that looks good. And I mean, this is all black, and as you guys can see, I'm going completely over the black line, and my finger is not completely black. So that possibly means that I don't have to grind this off or anything, and that I will be probably good off with well, with just a new gasket, and that should be it. So I really love to see this. I mean, I personally think, and if you guys are expecting me, quality, I'm talking about a 7, because still it has minor scratches and dents. If I talk about the assembly and assembly, I'm giving it really a 4, because I mean, I have to adjust the valves, and that was not the plan. So yeah, I really liked when it was like this, when the valves are already adjusted. So that's something that's a little bit of a bummer. So it's still going to be a challenge for me to do this. But overall, the price is really a 10, because it was very, very cheap. I could nowhere find this cheap cylinder head. So I'm very lucky with this. I'm also very happy with this result. But I definitely have to do some things to the cylinder head here over here, and yeah, we are gonna see how this is gonna turn out. Anyways, guys, we are waiting for the 2 packages to arrive in order to do something, and I hope you guys really enjoyed this one, because this is actually something very different. We are really looking into engine parts, which is completely new to me. So yeah. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this one. Keep up to date, and again, guys, subscribe to the channel, because as soon as the deal with this revived, if you guys check the other video out, that one that I made before this one, you guys have already heard that I am also planning, if the car is running again, to make a supercharger on it. Now, I mean, overall, I'm very happy to see this, and guys, again, like the video, subscribe, share the video with your friends, and stay in touch for the next video. I'll see you guys the next time.